We're back and better than ever. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying tuned for the Dude Sports Show here on Hosanna Radio and also Facebook Live Show on Facebook on the Dude Sports Show. And also we'll be also on Apple Podcast and Spotify and all the major platforms after the show. Now, Heat, we already know Heat lost 103-112. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, psychologically, I just feel like that was an example of a team that was like, man, we're tired, we're away from our families, we're up 3-1. Listen, man, and I'm speaking specifically for Jimmy Butler. This is how I saw him last night. We tired. I'm away from my family. I'm away from home. We up 3-1. It's not that big of a. It's not that urgent. It's not that urgent of a thing. And guess what, man? I'm gonna play a certain way. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't, man. I'll try to turn up at towards the end of the fourth quarter. And if we get it, we get it. If we don't, guess what? When we get home, I'm be more rested. I'm be better. We're gonna feeling better, and guess what? We're gonna win it at home. Home crowd, more motivation. I'm telling you, them boys coasted yesterday. They did not. Them boys coasted yesterday, and they almost won. And another thing was, Miami had so many open shots that just didn't go down. If even half of them went down, even though Jalen Brunson scored 38, they still would have lost. So that's why I'm not worried about this New York Knicks and Heat series, because next was it tomorrow or the day after? Those shots, half of those shots will go down, and we're not gonna have a situation like where all those shots were missed. And I'm happy for Duncan Robinson, man. Finally letting him play again. The man could shoot. We had him sitting in the bench the whole time, and he could shoot. Let's get into these other games before we go. You got the Warriors, and I wanted to do a podcast at whenever I had time, not on the Hosanna Radio, but just a podcast on my podcast. I wanted to do one, but I didn't have time. But what I really wanted to say was, because the Los Angeles Lakers, they were up 3-1, and I'm sorry, like I really wanted to do a podcast just so I could bring this home, but it's already happened. It is what it is, and I'm here now, so I'm gonna just bring up what I was gonna say anyways. And to be honest, like the Lakers had the Golden State Warriors down. I mean, up 3-1. Like, let's be honest. Who in their right mind really think that the Golden State Warriors going to get eliminated 3-1? Are you kidding me? This is Steph Curry. This is Draymond Green. This is Klay Thompson, right? Like, those three are not going to allow you to do that. It's the same thing as you playing in the pickup game at the park, right? And it'll be me, Jerry, and Otnell, right? And James is playing on the other side. One thing about James, right? You know how when you play the game of this, I think it was 7-zip blowout, right? There's times where I would have a team and we're 6-0 against James. James is not going to allow my team to score that last point. Period, point blank. He'll flagrant foul you if he has to. You're not going to score that 7th point on him, bruh. He's going to get that 1 point no matter what. That's throughout the years of me playing basketball with the boys, right? So it's the same thing with Golden State. Golden State, Steph Curry, Draymond, right? Klay Thompson. They was not going to allow LeBron James to eliminate them 3-1. It wasn't happening. Defending champs the year before, you tripping. That's not happening. And I already knew that. And that's why I didn't have time, but I really wanted to get on the podcast. And I wanted to say, listen, man, If you guys out there even for just a split second think that LeBron James is gonna go and beat Chef Curry and Draymond and them boys 3-1 for them to get eliminated 4-1, you crazy. If I was a betting man, I would have bet my check on it. And if my wife found out that I bet my check on it, she probably would have slapped me upside my head. But guess what? I would be like, babe, we was gonna be straight, man. I know Steph Curry was gonna take care of that though. But don't do that again, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, and to be honest, I don't see Steph Curry. Look, listen, I get like, bro. Shout out to the Lakers, LeBron James, and that squad. I love that squad. I like that squad. But I personally do not see this team getting eliminated. If they get eliminated, no, I'm not saying I don't see them getting eliminated. What I'm saying is I don't see them getting eliminated before Game 7. If they do get eliminated from this playoffs, it will be Game 7. Period, point blank. It's not going to be before that. This series is going 7. Chef Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson's not going to allow that, right? If I was a betting man, I'll bet my check on it. But I'm not going to do that because Nuso killed me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. So this series is going 7 no matter what. I don't care what nobody say. Granted, here it go. You know, they won last night, 121-106. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins, he dropped 25. Draymond dropped 20 and 10. Steph Curry, 27. Klay Thompson, he shot you a good 10. Jordan Poole. Oh, I got to get on this Jordan Poole situation. I got to get on that. There's been stories out going on that Jordan Poole has become a nuisance, has become a different man since he got paid. A lot of people saying these are the reasons why Draymond Green punched him in the beginning of the year. Because the way he was acting, now that everybody else seen how he acted, they said that's how he was acting during the beginning of training camp once he got paid. He got paid and just started saying, listen, man, I'm that dude now, bro. You can't talk to me any type of way. And then Draymond was like, what? I can't say the other word. Right? But let's not get it twisted. I don't condone violence, and I still don't condone what Draymond Green did. But people are saying now, Poole is now a problem. Like, this man is like it's not. Shout out to Fred. He said, be careful, LeBron James is listening. That would be great. Shouts out to LeBron James. But, yeah, so they're saying that Jordan Poole is not become a problem. He's not the same player. Last year, he averaged 20 points in the playoffs. This year, he's averaging a 10 in the playoffs. That's a big difference. That's 50%. Last year, you averaged 20, which helped the Golden State Warriors get to the finals and win the championship. This year, you're averaging 10. That's one of the reasons why Golden State is in this predicament right now. Because now you're forcing Draymond Green to go out there and score 20, and he don't want to score 20. See now, because one thing about Draymond Green going to score 4 points, he going to give you 10 assists, and he will give you 10 rebounds. Draymond Green the production of the assists had to go down. Last night he had 4 assists because he had to improve his scoring to 20 assists. Because those extra 10 points got to come from somewhere. Now Draymond Green like, man, now I got to score points because this man out here playing. He's not focused. You know what I'm saying? So that's a story to look out for as well. Jordan Poole has he's becoming lately. He's just becoming not the same person that they seen him when he didn't get that bag. And that's normally, and there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you get that bag and you got a little bit of money, guess what? You gonna act different. You gonna have a different swag. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. You got money now, so now you can buy you some sauce. Now you can walk around a little bit saucy. So I get it. You ain't heard he dropped what? He dropped 500,000 on that girl. I forgot that girl name. Some red girl. He dropped 500,000 on her. Easy. So I get it. But you still gotta be focused on behind and in between them four lines, in between them four white lines, man. You still gotta be focused, my boy. Come on. They gave you that back for a reason because you can ball. Now, we got two games tonight. You got the Boston Celtics versus 76ers, and then you got Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns. I gotta give the Phoenix Suns tons of credit because I'm not gonna lie to you. I said this already. If the Heat don't make it to the finals, and I'm rooting for Phoenix. Why? Because I want Chris Paul to have his first ring. I was pissed off when he didn't get his ring. When Giannis out of nowhere want to know how to make free throws and stuff like that. But I gotta give credit where credit's due, man. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, man, they've been balling. They have been balling. They have literally said, you know what? It's either me and you, Booker, or it's nothing. If we don't come out and at least average 30, score 30 a game, we're not going to be competitive and we're not going to win. So shouts out to the Suns, and I feel like tonight they have to give that type of performance again. Both of them got to score 35 at least, right? Just to be viable. One of them got to score 40 maybe because they barely have a bench. And they recently started trying to use the bench a little bit more, and they played a little bit better last game. So we're going to see tonight. Now, when it comes to the Boston Celtics, I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that Boston is in this situation right now. Shouts out to James Harden, though, man. James Harden, for the last 7-8 years, every time the playoffs hit, he's a no-go. He's a no-show. This is one of the first playoffs in his career where he shows up. 2-game winners. 2-game clinching shots in one series. That's 2 game clinching shots in the playoffs in his whole career. The last time he was this clutch, when he was a 6th man for the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? And in those playoffs and making it to the finals. That's the last time James Harden was clutch in the playoffs, man. It's been almost a decade. And guess what? When you keep knock, the door's gonna open. And listen, he's proven his worth. He's coming up big. But come on, man, Boston. Like, how you like Joel Embiid, he won MVP. I get it. He got torn meniscus, man. He got a torn meniscus. How on God's green earth that you allow Philadelphia to go up 3-2 on you with an injured Joel Embiid? That don't make sense. He gave you 33 on one leg. On one leg, he gave you 33. That's a definition of an MVP. Shouts out to Joel Embiid. But see, and this is the thing. Like, oh man, I'm spitting fire right now. I feel it. Here, this is another problem I have, right? I'm not gonna say a problem I have, right? But we have to really understand how good Ime Udoka really was, the head coach of the Boston Celtics the year before. The man, this team is completely different without him, by the way, right? And I'm not gonna lie, he was embarrassed. He was he was put through the fire, through the media, and all that. His family was embarrassed. He had to apologize to his family. The man make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. I'm not gonna lie. But my thing is like this. I'm gonna say this right. If another team like was able to sign you, why couldn't he just stay in Boston? Another team signed him. Why couldn't he just stay in Boston? Right? Why couldn't he just put him back as the head coach this year? He serviced. He received embarrassment. I don't know. Like, why didn't you just give him a 50-game ban or something? I don't get it. Then you let him go. You didn't even tell us that he wasn't gonna come back. Now he over there in the press conference with Houston Rockets. Granted, Joe Mazzulla, he's a good coach. But he's learning on the job though. Right? And you can see there's some certain mistakes that he made and stuff like that off of timeouts and whatnot. There's times where those, you got a little bit of time. It's a go ahead. It's a game clinching possession, and you got a timeout left. You don't call timeout, stuff like that. He's a young coach. He's gonna make mistakes. It happens. Right? The only thing is like you got the same team that you had last year, and then you added Malcolm Brogdon. You should be better than where you at. You should be better than what you than how you was last year, because you got the same team with Malcolm Brogdon on the team, a perennial 6th man of the year, top 3 candidate this year, right? And you're in a situation where you about to get eliminated tonight. Yo, y'all must not understand what we saw. Y'all must not understand what we saw last year. Last year was one of the best defenses we've seen in a long time with Boston, man. Right? Last year was one of the best rookie head coaching performances we've seen in a long time. This man, his first year, brought the team to the finals and damn near won the championship. Now, granted, this year we got another first-year head coach who's doing a great job. Coach Hamlin from the Los Angeles Lakers. He's doing a great job. I call him the pastor because every time I see him and then he's speaking, I'm like, next time, pastor. He speaks with bravado. He speaks with authoritative tone, right? I call him the pastor, but he's done a great job with the Lakers. So now, we got both of those games tonight. I would expect Boston to tie this thing up 3-3. And also, with the Nuggets, I'm not going to lie, I don't want Phoenix to get eliminated tonight, so I'm rooting. That series, I'm actually rooting for the Phoenix Suns to beat the Denver Nuggets to tie this series up 3-3. And that's all I got for you today, man. Thank you for tuning in. This is New Sports Show. We're here every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8. Thank you for tuning in. This is Hosanna Radio. Thank you for tuning in and watching, everybody. Mitch, Phil, my boy Walker, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and watching me on Facebook Live. And also, later today, I'll upload this episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all major platforms. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Alvis Deuce. I have Mitch on the ones and twos. And we'll see you next week. Have a blessed day.